Turning now to your community focus, the way that people eat can be connected to their risk of obesity and other health problems. And researchers at the University of Rhode Island are using new technology to better understand that. Joining me live in studio to break down a new study and how it works is Kathleen Melanson, a nutrition professor at URI. Kathleen, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So what made you and your colleagues want to look into this? What is your goal with this study?
Well, the overall goal is to develop and validate a system of wearable technology that will use machine-able learning that to track and sense people's eating behaviors. The short-term goals are to use the system in research, whereas the long-term goals are to eventually use it for people to help them to improve their eating behaviors, making them healthier. Eventually, this type of technology can be used to make person-specific profiles of eating behaviors, because everyone has their own unique way of eating. It's very variable among individuals. So this wearable technology can help people get to know their own eating behaviors and improve them through self-awareness.
And this technology is using, in part, a smartwatch like the one I wear every single day, and artificial intelligence. So how do those work together?
Hey, there is a smartwatch that detects the specific wrist roll motion of placing food in your mouth. This movement pattern is so specific that it can distinguish it from other similar kinds of movements like toothbrushing or smoking or applying lip balm. So by detecting that and combining it with a small discrete adhesive jawbone sensor, the two devices can communicate to each other and integrate the data to understand that eating is occurring. The chewing sensor can detect the amount and intensity, the duration of the chewing, and it can measure things like how much chewing occurs per bite. So for example, if you think of somebody who takes large bites and swallows with hardly chewing at all, then this system can detect that and help that person raise the awareness and work to change that if that person wants to. Importantly, this system is fully automated, so it's not like they have to stop what they're doing every time that they're eating to record the data. So for example, if you think of people who sit at their desks eating while they're working all day long, they may be eating without being aware of it, and this will detect how much, how long that they're eating. If people are picking, nibbling, and grazing, or if people are eating in response to stress or on the go, this will help raise that self-awareness.
Now, eating can be kind of a sensitive and a private thing for most people. Do you expect to find a lot of eager participants for this study? How are you going to track down who will participate?
That's an excellent question. We purposely designed this system to be small, unobtrusive, discrete, and fully automated, so there's no burden associated with the recording. But like anything of this nature, people don't have to use it if they don't want to. It's a personal choice. Like some people choose to use Fitbits to measure their physical activity, their sleep, their sitting. Some people choose to use wearable technology to measure their heart rate or blood pressure or blood glucose or body temperature. So it's a personal choice. So this will offer yet another tool for individuals who wish to track their own personal eating behaviors. So in our research, everybody is told completely what's going to be happening, and if they're comfortable with that, then they signed an informed consent form, and they can proceed with the research. And even then, while they're a participant, they can drop out if they want to at any point, and would just discard the data. So far, us researchers have had over 60 years of combined experience with our respective fields, and we've had a lot of people who are eager to participate in our research study, and already we're getting people who are contacting us saying they want to participate in this research, because there's a lot of people enthusiastic about this kind of technology.
For sure. All right. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have. Kathleen Melanson with URI, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.